What up, you guys? This is Hypotonic, and welcome to the first ever Halo Movement podcast. Unfortunately, we had some audio difficulties, and I had to make this voiceover. So, I hope you guys enjoy this and like the video and comment. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay, I'm picking fucking. I love my homie Nated, but I think Contra's probably gonna. No, I don't know, because Nated has hosts. I'm gonna say Nated.
Yeah, but Contra the 1v1 kid though.
You wanna bet me?
Bet you? Oh no, I'm
20 bucks?
I'm rooting for Native.
20 bucks? 20 bucks, Han?
Nah, I'm not gonna bet you.
My teammate's record on the this is the Halo 2 anniversary singles. He's 66-6.
You wanna bet me?
I'll bet money. I'll bet money.
See, nobody's that sure, dude.
It's not healthy to bet money.
It's fun though. Fuck that. See, drinking's not healthy either, and I love that shit. Fucking drinking. Alright, so let's get into fucking why we are here, because this fucking angry man, fucking Nick, fucking temperistic, fucking Mr. fucking Viewbot, fucking Like, can we clear the record up on the Viewbot? Like, what the fuck? Everybody hates your guts, dude. Like,
I already made the video, man.
I know.
Give us a little run through of it.
Yeah, give us the Cliff's Notes.
Alright, so back when Titanfall came out, I would be streaming it, and that was really when I started streaming on the Xbox One, the first game. And I looked over my stream, and usually I get like the most 5 viewers, and it says 350. And my friend Joe or Vexius comes in over in the chat and says, "You're getting a view bot," and I had no idea what that means. So I find out what it means, and it's where people have like a program or something, and they send bots to your channel to like help you out or mess you up, because I had no idea who was doing it. So that's basically how it got started, and then it turned into a whole entire snowball effect.
So who did it to you?
I had no idea. That's the thing.
Really? Just somebody just randomly was like, "I'm gonna viewbot this."
People thought that it was MLZ, who is the guy that host booths people off and stuff, but I haven't even talked to him since
So just
like
boost your
Halo
viewers
4.
so you get like higher on the page or the Twitch app, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like hella, like.
And then I started getting DDoS by a guy named MapleZ or Jumanji or whatever.
Hey, fuck all that shit. Hey, you can viewbot me anytime, because I'm just trying to make it. You feel me? That's how you're gonna do it.
I mean, now it stopped because I guess the guy realized that I wasn't going to be able to freaking stream anymore because I was getting DDoS, so he stopped doing it. But
Well, at least
Halo,
that's good.
the thing is that I wasn't even the only one that was getting viewbotted. The Halo Legends, I guess, is what they're
they're viewbotting.
Viewbotted too.
They're viewbotting. It's funny because that guy barely made the account, and he asked a bunch of people from like the Halo community to stream on that account. It's crazy.
Yeah.
My friend Preschool, he was asked to stream on that account, and he'd stream on it. Like when I was teaming with him, like he would have like 300-400 viewers, and they were like all fake.
And there was a couple of other people that had like really high amounts of people. I've never heard of them before. Like Mr. Google.
No.
He had like a couple hundred at once.
Oh yeah, I see that fucking guy. I don't know who the fuck he is, but it's whatever. Okay, so we got the air cleared up on that. So the reason why we are here right now, and I could see a fucking big fucking vein popping out in fucking Nick's forehead right now, dude. It's starting to fucking emerge. Is 343, dude. Like, fucking, why don't you just get into it? Fucking speak your fucking mind, dude. Like, fucking try not to pull out no fucking hair. What the fuck up?
Well,
You're gonna explode, dude. Like, what the fuck is going on with you, man?
all I know is the first thing I'm gonna do when I get a good amount of money going is get a tattoo on my chest that says "fuck 343." But
okay, but why?
So it started in Halo 4. No, it probably started in Halo Reach because they came out with the last two map packs, which were complete like ass. It started with that, and then in Halo 4,
they did the last two map packs.
yeah, they did the last two map packs. I actually just found that out today. I looked up on Google, and it just said a bunch of stuff, and that they were the guys to do the last two map packs because that was when Bungie left to go work on Destiny with Activision.
So it's kind of like 3 strikes, you're out. The fucking map packs fucking Halo 4,
Yeah, because
and then fucking
they had,
MCC.
like, I barely even played on the maps. It was they remade Headlong, which was actually pretty good because I like Headlong. It was a good remake. And then they made like some other maps like Breakdown, like some sort of like snowy map for Big Team Battle. Like a lot of maps were for Big Team Battle. But
That
it's like
pissed me off.
it's cool.
That
It's cool
fucking
to
pissed me
help
off.
out the BTB community because there's a lot of tournaments back in Halo Reach where they had the BTB.net.
Reach didn't have any competitive maps out of the box.
Yeah, but it's like it's cool and stuff, and I love Big TB right next to the next guy. But there are a lot of casual players who like those not smaller maps but mid-sized maps. Like you got mid-sized.
I like
slick
small to
competitive
big-sized maps. I fucking big maps make me want to fucking go punch babies. Like seriously.
There's maps in Halo Reach that I thought could have been pretty decent for a competitive player. Like for instance Reflection. They only used that a little bit with one flag, and I thought that could have worked pretty well for Team Slayer. It really wasn't that different compared to how it was in Ivory Tower in Halo 2.
Yeah, but it was still not that great back in the day. That was the only problem. It was just.
And I wish they would have tested maps because I never saw any tests streams for maps like Boardwalk or freaking.
I remember Boardwalk Arena was intense. Like that.
It wasn't that bad of a map. It had a lot of routes that you could take.
Yeah.
I fucking love Boardwalk Arena.
It does remind me of how playing how High Ground played in Halo 3, where one team would spawn with height advantage.
Yeah, that was just.
So.
Yeah, as long as the map isn't like that. That's what Reflection was kind of like. That's what Reflection kind of reminded me of. Because you had S3 and you could shoot anything from there.
But it's like one team spawns with rockets and one team spawns at the bottom of the elevator, and you can still kill them. I've been killed by good placed nades right when I lift up to mid elevator, right before it lifts me up to the 3rd level.
It's just that when you have S3 control, you have to literally find the other players because there aren't that many routes to go to the power position. For example, I think of everything midship. There's so many routes to Pink Tower, and so many angles.
All right, but that's not why you're mad.
So moving on.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty, dude.
They came out with Halo 4 with Sprint and Thruster Pack and they had Jetpack still in there, which really wasn't that overpowered, but it was still there, and a bunch of other stuff like Speed Boost. And really, it wasn't the game. I thought it was still fun in a way. I still enjoyed it. But just stuff like that, it doesn't really belong in Halo. You can test it and stuff, and it did kind of sort of work for a little bit, but then people just you can see that it's not working because the viewers are dropping.
Okay.
It's not enjoyable for people to watch and all this stuff.
Alright, but fucking how does it not belong in Halo if there was always a competitive and a casual playlist?
I'm talking about Sprint and all those armor abilities.
I think you could have them. You just need a playlist for them. If people want to fucking run around and fucking burn calories on the Master Chief, fucking go on this fucking playlist, and you could fucking run around all you fucking want. And if you don't, then you got a playlist for that.
But it let people get away from dumb decisions that they made. If they would charge.
But that's why I'm saying it doesn't have to be the competitive playlist. What's the competitive playlist in MCC? Yeah, go ahead, say it now.
Nah, I mean, I think they were just trying to come out with something new to catch a new fan base, maybe with the thrusters and all that shit. I don't think it was that big of a deal. The thing with me in Halo 4 was the no D-scope and not having ranks, because when you're a competitive player,
that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, and you're trying to get better. Say no one's on to play customs. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna go into matchmaking and play a bunch of lower scope.
Scrubs. You're just playing scrubs.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's I mean, honestly, as far as Sprint, I actually kind of don't mind it. I think it's just something different, and it doesn't affect the outcomes of games. I still think the better players and the higher skill players are still gonna excel. But Thruster, I kind of like that too. Jetpack, not so much. I mean, you can take out certain things, but at the end of the day, I think they just, I don't know, they just made it too casual, in my opinion. As far as
I think you could have that, just not in the competitive playlist.
Promethean Vision and
if you want to fucking see through walls and fly around the fucking map like fucking Iron Man, then fucking go to this playlist and you can do all that shit. If you want to play competitive Halo, fucking this is what the competitive settings are. This is what the tournaments are using. Go to your fucking playlist. You know, fucking there you go. Boom, problem solved. What say you on that, fucking Nick?
Yeah, I mean that's what, like, I don't mind if it's in the casual playlist, you know, like, because when I'm bored, you know, because I do get bored playing the competitive settings, I can go and, you know, still be on the game and, you know, refresh myself with new stuff that are fun. Like, as a fun, like, it's really fun. All this stuff that they're adding in the game is really fun, but for me, it's just not competitive. And because it's like Halo 1 and Halo 2 were completely different. Halo 2 and Halo 3 were pretty different, and each one of the games is selling more than its predecessor, and I just don't feel like there was ever a reason to put in sprint and all these other dynamics unless your game stopped selling. You know, there's really no reason to change something that doesn't need to be changed. You know, just add new maps, make it look prettier. You know, you've got 60 frames per second, 1080p now. There's just no reason to add all these dynamics.
How about going from Halo 1 to Halo 2? I fucking played Halo 1. I loved it. But when they came out with the fucking sword, I was looking like, oh, the sword's fucking dope.
Yeah, it is.
Tell me you don't like the sword.
I love the sword because it's
and
just...
the fucking BXRs and the button glitches and the fucking super bounces. Everybody loved that shit. It wasn't in Halo 1.
I love it.
There were glitches in Halo 1.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Yeah, I think the glitches in Halo 1 aren't as hard to... Well, no, the glitches in Halo 1 I feel like are harder to pull off than the glitches in Halo 2. Like, you've got the double melee, and then you've got the glitch where you can reload your gun while it's on your back.
Yeah,
A few other glitches, you can shoot nade overshield down, you can shoot camo down.
Those are just tactics.
You could even nade the sniper to yourself from certain points in the map, too. But,
yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, okay, and then going from Halo 2 to Halo 3, you know, now you got the bubble shield, you got the power.
But they took all that shit out immediately. Like, I don't feel like that shit was that bad because it was on the map and it was equipment, you know, which in a way kind of was a weapon because you can kill someone with a power drain, you know, if it's like right on them when it explodes.
Yeah.
So I feel like that
loadouts
stuff wasn't that bad.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Loadouts fucked it up. I think that's where they fucking went wrong, and when they put the loadouts in, you know. But the Ghost Yami settings, you know, they kind of fucking.
He tried, you know.
But the thing is, it started off bad though. That's the point. And MCC.
Yeah.
How much do you think that the fucking launch of MCC all the way up until now has affected the population? I almost think it's a fucking conspiracy. Like they did it on purpose because they want H5 to be so competitive, so successful.
Well, that's that.
It was
like they just shit on our beloved Halo 1, 2, and 3, huh?
They're not letting us look at the population, so that just adds to the conspiracy. It makes it more suspicious that we can't see how many people are in each playlist like we could in Halo 4. And in Halo 3, in the bottom left-hand corner, it would say how many people are online, you know?
Yeah, they leave some stuff out, but, I mean...
knows how many people saw the H4 Global Championships. Nobody knows the numbers on that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody will know. Nope.
And there's actually another thing about the Halo 4 Global Championships. That when I competed in it to try to get a spot, that actually pissed me off because 3v3 fucked me over. So.
Oh shit! Oh, we got fucked over. Another fucked over.
This is the big thing, really.
I think fucking Game Changer got fucked over, dude.
Yeah, we have a strong side. That whole thing.
Yeah, but that not the Halo 4 Global Championships though. But the fucking.
Yeah.
What was that one? What was that? The Infinity Challenge?
Oh yeah, Infinity Challenge. Yeah.
For
the Warthog.
Okay, so go ahead.
So there's two things here. First of all, we had not only the truck, but I don't know if you guys remember this. Each week, if people got into the top 20 on the list, they could get this like free stuff like shirts or stuff for your avatar or even the Halo Legends movie. I got top 20 twice and I didn't get like shit for that. And another thing is it was third week or fourth week, the week where they had SWAT for the FFA, and I believe I had all my quits used up, so if I lost one more time I'm out. I won this game and it was my 20th game. So then I could like sit pretty and see where the ranks are before I start playing more. And right when the game's over, I win with 25 kills, you know. And the game on the Halo Waypoint website where you go to your game history said that I got second place. And I'm like, okay, what? And then I'm like, okay, I have a capture card. I'm just going to cap it and send it to them. So I cap it. I sent it to BS Angel because she was the community manager at the time. And I sent it to Bravo, and I sent it to pretty much everyone that works for 3v3, and not one time did they ever respond to me. I kept tweeting them, and even Broadside from VWS was having a problem too, and they weren't even responding to him. So basically, me and him got fucked over because we had proof that we won, but yeah.
Okay, so that's where this all stems
So
back
that's
from.
that's
That's
where
what it is. Huh?
that's one thing, yeah.
I wanted to win global championships.
I'm not saying that I was gonna win, but if I have proof that I won that game and I still have a chance to compete, you know, that's like kind of messed up.
That
So
game
what-
Kind of ridiculous.
Yep.
And it's still on my YouTube. That's the funny thing, is that video is still on my YouTube.
And Sano, you fucking hated Halo 4, huh?
I mean, no, I didn't hate it, but I don't know. I didn't take it too serious, you know. It was kind of like whatever. I still competed. I went to globals, but I don't know. That was pretty much the only tournament.
But you didn't have the drive like you do now.
Oh no,
Like
none.
now, I can see the fucking eye of the tiger. It's fucking straight, dude. Fucking, I can hear the.
Bro.
When I look at you, I can fucking hear the music playing in the background and shit. See it, this motherfucker's
It
hungry.
just sucks going through all this team change shit. I mean, I was really hoping for St. Louis to be the one, but
Okay, so what? Why don't you fucking let the world know? You know, if you want to, you don't have to. I don't want your sponsor. I don't want your homies to get mad or your teammates. But I mean, if you want to let it out, and I'll be Dr. Phil right now if you want.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have gone through this. I'm just gonna keep it real short. I mean, team changes happen all the time. I think it was just the way it happened, which was really unfortunate. I'm not gonna go too much in detail about it, but it doesn't look like we're gonna be going to St. Louis. So, nah, I'm not gonna do them like that. I'm gonna keep it professional. Shout out to EX, by the way, for sticking it out with us. Long story short, we're gonna be looking for 2, me and Showstack. Yeah, we're gonna just take it one day at a time. Hopefully, we can get something going for tomorrow, and then we'll just take it from there. So anybody out there that's trying to maybe run some games, let me know. I know you guys are looking for a team of 2 or whatever. Just let me know, and we'll try and make something happen.
Definitely. All right, man. Hopefully that works out for you. And it's awesome that you guys got a good sponsor. Shout out to Excellence Gaming for sticking with you guys. And that would be a good segue into this team stuff. And we're gonna come back to this 343. You're not getting off the hook with this, Nick. By the way, I'm gonna pin you down, man. And I need to know what's going on. But dude, what happened with? Speaking of scandals, what the fuck happened with Arcanum, dude?
Yeah, that was a huge downer. I was on Twitter and I just saw his tweet. Like, he basically, he was teaming with Nighthawks and they got sponsored by Annex. And when did they go to Columbus? I think they did.
Who was
And
Nighthawks? He was teaming with Kill Relevant and
Omega and Shooter. Yeah. And basically what happened, they weren't playing as well like as he expected or something, or they all didn't think that they were doing so great. So what ended up happening was, Arcanum left, and then he got an opportunity to team with Contra and Predevinator, and he was going through with that.
Blazed. Dude,
and Blazed
was gonna be so dope.
Yeah, that team definitely would have been really
made
sick.
some waves in the top 6 for sure, maybe even the top 4.
Like, I was just shocked because, and then later on in his tweet, it said that Annex, he had some conflict with Annex, and they didn't want to let him go or something, and I don't exactly know what it is, but they messed up some sponsorship things between, I'm guessing with HCS or something like that, and he can't compete. I guess he can't go to the tournaments. I'm gonna actually look at his tweet.
Wait, Arcanum can't?
Yeah. He can't. He's not allowed to compete. Like, he's literally not allowed.
Like, they grounded him.
Yeah.
For one tournament or all of them?
For
Until the
one
contract
season,
ends or
I
whatever,
think.
I don't know.
It's one season.
Uh,
I'm gonna look at it right now.
And he said in the tweet that they told him in the conversation that, okay, you can leave and do whatever you want, and then they go by and they shady him, and that's like so fucked up as an organization, dude.
That's basically screwing them over with the contracts and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of screwed them over too. You know, I mean, if he signed some shit, right? I mean, when you put pen to paper or fucking whatever.
I mean, he's the only one that knows what's in the contract, so.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, we're all speculating, but I'm just saying he could just go both
I mean, he's a
ways.
good guy, so I'm gonna believe whatever he says, you know.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like
stuck
never
with the
fucked over
contract.
anyone. He's been around since the Halo 2 days, and I've never seen like anything Other than him having, remember suicide?
No.
What happened when he was on a team? Freaking, it was Apex. I don't know what team he was on. It was like with Best Man and Goofy, but he hit suicide. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I heard about
Oh,
that.
with
Yeah.
neighbor
I mean,
Best Man Goofy
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, I
I don't-
forget.
I
What, I
don't
think it was
know
Apex.
exactly.
I don't know, but he was teaming with Goofy and Best Man and somebody else.
It was neighbor.
I heard somebody was like popping off in a way that they shouldn't have, and he
Yeah,
just
dude, suicide always. I don't know where he is now, dude. But he
Well,
was
he-
always on game battles.
I guess he committed suicide by popping off to fucking Jacob, dude. I know
Huh.
Jacob. Jacob's cool. I don't know him like real
Yeah,
good,
he's
but
cool, dude.
I was gonna put a team together with him at one point. It didn't work out, and I got to interact with him a little bit. He's a cool ass dude. So hopefully it works out for you. If you're watching, bro, fucking hopefully it works out for you. But yeah, man, I'm disappointed, man, because like I've always thought Contra and especially Predevinator and Blaze, like fucking he fell off the map, dude, for a minute, and he's back. That team was gonna come back, and they were definitely came with dick in hand, and they were gonna give it to a few teams, and I know some of those teams are gonna be pro teams, so, but we'll see what happens with that. What do you guys think about crowd pleasers? Crowd pleasers are back together. They got Sargoth as a fourth now.
They're pretty
Yeah.
good. So they got good ass teamwork. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Shooter?
Crowd
Really
Pleasers is known to just have really good teamwork, man. Like
Yeah.
especially during Iron Gaming, they just stepped up their game completely. Like I think Shooter is definitely the best player on that team, though.
So it's
He's a-
Kratos, Shooter, and
Lifestyles and Sargoth.
Yeah, that is definitely a team full of experienced competitors. You know, like that. Like I mean, yeah, Shooter won an event, but it was Iron Gaming. But all these guys are in the same realm. They're just still trying to make it out. They're not like top pros, but they're definitely up there.
they've got
And
chemistry.
They're
play
gonna
with
climb
each other.
up. I see that team climbing up, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I was texting back and forth with Lifestyles today, and he said that they're a god squad. So I don't know if that's a bit of an overstatement, but we'll see.
Yeah, but
We'll see.
Shooter, Kratos, and Lifestyle have teamed before in the past.
Yeah.
They
Dude.
made it out together. So
Dude, what happened? Why is Gandhi hating on Kratos so hard? I know he choked
'Cause-
really bad in one event. What was
No.
that about?
Because it was at an AGL event. He said that his shots didn't register, and he actually shot the wall. And he just was going on like on a real note. Kratos is like a good player, but he's always like running like his mouth, like not like talking shit, but just like hyping himself up.
Oh
and
no,
stuff,
Kratos
so
does talk shit. Kratos, I love that guy. I'm cool. I get along with
I just
Carlos.
think he needs to like tone it down a little bit.
So
Well,
a little bit off topic here. My friend typed in the chat that Contra and Nate are in the finals and they can't even join each other.
Ah
They,
man.
they can't even join each other. Hashtag MCC.
hey, is fucking my next thing is the H5 beta fucking up the the MCC servers?
I can't find a game for 2 days in a row, dude. I thought it was just some of my friends can find games though, and I look at my net and it's open. I'm like, what the heck is going
I don't
on?
know about that. I haven't played H2A all day
I was able to
yesterday. I was
play
just playing
PGLs with
H5
my
beta.
team. Like we haven't had any problems connecting to other teams in custom games, but I can't find a game to save my life in MCC.
Well, I mean,
But
the
some
first
of-
week was ridiculous, but
I think what's going on is that like they have like a cap of max players on the servers or something, because some people can find games and some people
Yeah,
I'm
probably,
not even
because that was
talking about
happening
that.
earlier.
I'm talking about PGLs. Our own teammates are having trouble like joining each other's parties and chats
Oh,
and
really?
talking to each other and Skyping
Huh.
on Xbox.
I haven't. No, my team and other teams have been able to join each other easily.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's. I don't know. I think it's just
Uh,
MCC acting up, to be honest.
Blame MCC.
It might just be
Yeah.
random,
Whenever-
like completely random.
Whenever something bad happens, blame 343 Bola, dude.
Oh, God.
Hey, did you guys see the last event?
Yeah.
Iron Gaming.
Part of it.
Yeah. Dude, did you guys see when Sud1 took a drink of water in the middle of an intense series against
Oh, I heard
Zuwoo's game?
Monster
Zuwoo
got
and
pissed.
Rust. Yeah, dude, I was like, they're in the middle of a fucking
Or did he just
crazy fucking standoff on
That's
lockdown,
crazy.
and it's fucking like, I don't know what the score is, like 37-37. You know, they have the sniper rifle. You know, if you make one fucking this motherfucker's like, hey, dude, I'm gonna fucking get a drink of water. I was
I'll
like,
be right back, guys. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
and then
It's taking too long.
I'm like, hey, dude, the coach is looking at you. And then next thing you know, they get pushed and fucking and they lose momentum. But they were able to come back and take the game. But it didn't. So they didn't lose.
I think
but,
that if he didn't take that sip of water, they would have lost that game.
Probably, man. It created some opportunity.
I mean,
That shit wasn't water.
Zeno, what would you have done, dog?
There was some Addy in that water.
If you were on main stage, bro, main stage, in an intense fucking like for like top 8, you know, and your teammate just decides to like take a drink of water, like literally he set his controller down and like, I need water, like, and and his teammates are like, you serious, dude?
Dude, that honestly, knowing the Suds' reputation, like, that doesn't surprise me. I'm just
I
saying.
mean, I like the Suds, man.
I do too. I do too. But they are kind of cuckoo sometimes. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
they
They
need
can
to
admit it themselves.
They need to stop fighting. Because even when they're at the bottom of blue, one of them was like, hey, jump me up. And the other one was like, fuck no.
That's
And he
pretty
was
entertaining,
okay.
dude.
Yeah.
It was
Because they're brothers.
I'll never forget Halo Reed's their freaking like WWE battle, dude. In
Yeah.
the room, dude.
If anybody fucking has that, we need to fucking, like, we need to YouTube that shit. Because that shit is fucking, I mean, I love those guys, but that shit is fucking, like,
It's
damn.
comedy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so back to some more teams. Okay, what do you guys think about Ryan Noob leaving straight after the launch invitational, and then his team didn't even do so well? Because from what I understand, is he didn't think T2 was any good. They took second place at the launch invitational. They lost a close game in the finals to Believe the Hype. Ryan Noob bounces out, and who else? And Roy bounced out to go to Evil Geniuses.
Oh, and it was Straight Stick was on the team too, right?
And Straight Stick Sade, and then they picked up Nated, and then Ryan Noob went with
He's probably getting revenge on T2. Remember back when they got second place, back in Halo Reach, and then T2's like, scrap this team. I want Neighbor, Elamite, and Legit back on for the squad, and they got 14th place or something next event.
Yeah.
Remember
And then
that?
they picked up Nated, didn't they, after that? And then
Yeah.
Nated got dropped?
I don't know. It's probably not that, but he probably just thought he had, more chemistry with his new team or something. I don't know.
I mean, from what I understand, from what I've heard through the grapevine, is that he didn't think T2 was good, and maybe as far as like individual skill, T2 is not the most individually skilled guy, but T2's fucking pretty awesome, man. Like the way he leads his team, and he knows spawns. He tells
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, but Ryan Noob's also like that too. That's the thing. Like, during the Invitational tournament, Ryan Noob was actually getting frustrated mid-game because of what was going on with his team. And, I mean, you guys
Really?
can... Yeah, he was getting frustrated. Like, he couldn't get that cool head going on and everything. Because, I mean, I'm guessing when you have two people kind of with the same roles on the same team and they kind of clash, with dominance, it's just not going to work. And that's what Ryan Noob and T-Squirt, I guess, came up with. Because, Ryan Noob is an extremely smart and nerdy player, and, obviously he's going to feel like he has that need to lead his team. And then same thing with T-Squared, like he has that leadership capability. So,
I remember Ryan
That's-
Noob doing those nerdy freaking jetpack runs on like Countdown
yeah.
flag. I can reach.
I like Ryan Noob, dude. He's a cool
Yeah.
guy. I talked to him at the launch invitation a little bit, but I don't know, man. I don't know how it feels right now. Like maybe because I know Mikwin played bad in the last tournament. Even like he admitted it. Like he apologized. They were playing pretty bad, but I mean, we'll. I guess only time will tell. I don't think that squad's that good, to be honest.
It's funny because when he first left and he joined Denial, there's that Iron Gaming online tournament during like a weekday. It was like on a Thursday, They actually, I saw a tweet that they won it without dropping a game. And
Yeah,
I guess they
but
thought that they were amazing and they were going in the right direction, and then they come to Columbus and they were just like, what just
yeah, but
happened?
nobody played in that tournament. Who played in that?
Yeah, I mean, Cloud9 played. They got knocked out by Faded. But there were a lot of glitches going on, you know? Like, Ninja was running the flag on his side, shoddy court. There's 4 seconds left on return, and he grabbed it, started running it shotgun, and the flag reset in his hands, which was just unbelievable.
So they beat the shit out of a bunch of fucking amateur teams, and they fucking got Cloud9 out, and then they thought that they were fucking in.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they thought they were going in the right direction. Like, I don't know. I was surprised that Denali didn't do that good. I was kind of rooting for them, to be honest, because I like Ryan even McWin. So.
Who did they get knocked out by?
I'm not sure. Was it Cloud9 or Believe the Hype?
Or Optic. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Wait, outplaced them, right? That's what you guys are saying?
Yeah, I think Denali got like
Well, Stray got like sixth
6.
place. I think.
No. Denali got 6. Basically, Scorch Halo got 8th, Reality Check 7th. Denali got 6. Straight got 5th, and then it's Cloud9. Then it was like it goes up from there, basically. Can't remember.
Denial and Straight never played each other in the tournament, right?
Who?
Straight and Denial, like they didn't play.
I don't think so. Straight did have a pretty hard bracket, to be
I
honest.
mean, if say Straight like knocked them into losers or something, then I could see maybe, I don't know, there could be some conflict with the past team change. But if they're playing other teams, like teams match up against each other differently, you know, so it could have just been like the bracket or whatever.
I just don't think Straight is that great of a team with that roster, to be honest. Like, you guys can hate me for that, but Straight's
Well, the roster they have
prototype.
now-
Yeah, I hate you. Like, immediately. That made up my mind.
I mean, like Straight's sake prototype, like Naded and T Square, they're all great players, but I feel like they won't mesh well because Straight's sake and prototype are normally the people on their team to have like the most dominant roles, you know, and then you have like Naded on that team, and it's like you can't have like 3 extremely dominant players and then one guy like kind of moving them around. Like you'll have like Naded kind of do an objective, and then he's gonna try to slay, and like nobody else is really like, I don't know. I just didn't really think that team was like well of a mix, to be honest.
You just gotta adapt to their play styles, you know? If
Yeah.
that's the case, like Nate needs to step up and be that fucking OG player and fucking play some objective more, you know?
Yeah.
And talent fucking slay. Like take Ogre 2's team, right?
Yeah.
He's the OG, right? He picked, and I mean Hines has been around for a long time too, but they picked up 2 brand new players that
And
have
that's what I think. That's a good mixture. Two
basically.
veterans and 2, highly skilled new pros. You know
I
what
thought EG was gonna win, man. Honestly, that was basically instinct. The only person who was missing was Ogre 2, and he was on a different team. and that's just,
Nah. Ogre 2 is
Dude.
so fucking smart.
Ogre 2 is amazing, but dude,
He's the goal.
Pistola, Roy, Lunchbox, and Snipe Down.
Okay, but fucking
That's-
yeah.
Been
And
a long
what happened?
Yeah, they did lose, but like thinking about that roster though, you know, when you think about like Ogre
He's like-
2, Snakebite,
thinking
Roll
about
2,
that
and
roster, though.
Because Snipe Down's trying to fill that role because he's the captain of that squad, and
Yeah.
Ogre 2's smarter than him. He's got
yeah,
more
I know,
experience than Snipe Down.
definitely. Snipe Down might have the skill, but Ogre 2 definitely is smarter.
Snakebite structure. That's why they won.
Yeah.
And not only that, but Ogre 2 is so smart, not just
Yeah.
in game, but picking his teammates, because that was the last real tournament, the Halo Reach Columbus no sprint tournament that everybody puts the most stock into, and his team got beat by Quo, which has Snakebite and Royal 2. And
Yeah.
for him to pick
Yeah.
them up, you know what I mean? Like, okay, your team, the Snipe Down, the EG team, which was that roster, got beat by the people that he picked up. It just makes sense. Like, that's smart.
I
So,
can't believe they gave Snipedown the MVP rule when they lost the fucking finals.
Yeah, they were
I-
saying
Yeah.
about
I
that.
tweeted that.
Yeah, they
What the
saying
fuck
that
is that about?
No,
Yeah.
because that poll was going on while the game was like it already came out before the game was over, like before the series
What
was
the
over.
fuck? A poll?
Yeah,
What is
that,
this?
that
Fucking
should be
Dancing
like
with the
after
Stars?
the whole
What
tournament.
is that? Like a poll? Like, can you imagine like the fucking like the Super Bowl and like you have a poll who people think should get, like the winning team, I can't even fucking talk. I'm out of my mind. My head's gonna explode. My head's
Yeah.
gonna explode. Like the winning team should have the MVP. Do you guys agree or not?
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Well, I mean, it's like just because like a team won an event doesn't mean that the best player is on that winning team.
Yeah, but it's the most valuable player. What player on that winning team, like, did the most damage throughout the whole tournament? You know what I mean?
Because they won. Because
Yeah,
they won.
exactly. They won.
That's the most valuable.
Most valuable player. He was the key player throughout the tournament, and because of that, his team won. You know,
Exactly.
that's how it should be.
I think.
I felt like Snipedown's teammates could have done a little bit more though.
Yeah, but it's a team effort, man. I don't know. Like that was just like this Halo is like
It's controversial.
different. Yeah, it definitely is.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's simple.
No,
dude.
because
It's-
it's like if you didn't have a poll and then you let like DMAC and Mrs. Violence and Land Valen, all those guys be like, oh, you guys are biased for Ogre 2 if they would have given it to him.
Ogre 2 probably would have gotten it, to be honest.
He should get it. He fucking
Yeah.
orchestrated this whole shit. He fucking.
I know.
He's the real evil genius. He's the real evil genius. He evil
Drop
genius all
CLG, pick up EG.
He'll get it next event. He'll get it next event.
I mean, they need to change that shit. The fucking losing team are fucking. I mean, what is it? The runner-up gets the fucking MVP, or is it the fifth place team? What if somebody from the fucking fifth place team got the MVP with it? And then, you know what I mean? Just dumb.
You could have a guy stat the whole tournament and think he's amazing, give him MVP, but his team lost. Like,
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I can sit there and stat and bait my teammates all day, and then what? You're gonna give me fucking $1,000 for it? Like, come on! I didn't win the
Yeah.
tournament.
And then you got a guy fucking like Lunchbox or something like that that's just
Yeah.
like going in hard in the paint and they win the tournament, but he has maybe a negative KD or something like that, but he fucking was so valuable to his team they won.
Yeah. Making selfless plays that wins the game like that. And yeah, the winning team definitely deserves it. Like Ogre 2 definitely deserves that one.
Did the winning team always get the MVP in MLG?
Yeah. From what I know.
I
There
don't
was-
know about an MLG, but that's just the way it should be. Because if it's not that way, it's
I think it was.
like
but-
whoever thought of the MVP not being on the winning team.
What was
needs
that? What was that thing that they got? That Matador with the beef jerky. Who got that? What was that award for?
I don't
Oh,
know.
that was,
I
oh,
They
that was
gave
the
away
MVP
beef-
award.
They gave away beef jerky.
Yeah, Matador for a little bit was a sponsor of Major League Gaming, and they gave like that was like a couple $1,000s or something to the MVP or something. I don't know. They gave him like a whole entire thing of like jerky,
A year supply or some shit.
something like that. I don't know.
Han has.
I know Robbie Bizzle. I know Robbie Bizzle got it one time. You remember
Han
Robbie
has-
Bizzle?
Han has more than a year's supply of jerky, bro. If you know what I mean.
Oh man.
But on a side
Yeah.
note, I posted the Sud 1 versus Sud 2 MMA fight in the Skype chat right there.
Oh yeah, I've already seen it. What I wanted to talk about actually was really surprising to me, to be honest, was that Aries carries. Not only that he got picked up by Optic Gaming, but he was honestly like one of the key players. Like one of
Yeah.
the. It was amazing. He was playing phenomenal during that
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, dude, because Aries, I've seen a lot of scrims that he was doing even before he got on that
Dude,
team.
he always calls out, dude.
And
He
his
is.
team always like even when Nated was teaming with him,
Yeah.
and they beat Ogre 2's team, I think it was, in some Halo 3 tournament. Like, and Aries was on his team. I was like, I noticed Aries is always on a winning team, dude. So like, it just makes sense. I guess Aries is fucking
He
good job,
first-
man.
Got his name out there when he was teaming. He got top 12 on an event, and it was with Gregor.
Active Rush. It was with the Active Rush, Alumni, Frosty, and
Halo
Sneaky
3.
Beaver.
I thought he was on a team before with Gregor, and APG. When APG first got his top 16 pro placing, I thought it had to do with him, Gregor, APG, and like a Naval or something.
I don't know.
Maybe
You might be
Destin was on the
right.
team too.
He was on a bunch of teams back in Halo 3.
But yeah, he pulled out his dick on that last tournament, dude. He did. He was fucking.
He's good.
He's walking around like John
He's really
Holmes with
underrated.
that shit just slung over his shoulder, just fucking running around the map. He was doing dirty shit too, dude. I seen him. Like,
I was a bit skeptical when I first saw. Like, I was like, wait, Ares carries? Why don't they ask some other pro? Like they need to replace Enable because it was Assault. They basically could have had their full SQ squad back.
Yeah,
their
but
SQ
Enable's with
squad.
Denial.
Enables competing in COD, and not only that, can't they find a different replacement? And it's I was skeptical, and then I saw him play. I was just amazed.
How do you think the team would have fared if Arcanum would have replaced Ares carriers?
Honestly,
that
I
was
feel like Jake
between-
really deserves that because he did play in an online tournament with them, and I think Arcanum has the experience to be on a top level team
Yeah, he's
like
been around
that.
since Halo 2.
I also agree. Yes, that other team that he could have gone with Blaze, Contra, and Predevinator, which would have been good. But honestly, man, he's always teamed with up and comer. They're not up and comers,
he
but
teamed with Neighbor. He teamed with Neighbor. And
yeah.
Neighbor.
But what I'm saying, he's always teamed with up and comers in the sense of they're already out there, but they're not top pros yet. Thuggish, back in the day in Halo 3, teamed with him. But it's he's been consistently teaming with that, and he hasn't broken out of that bracket yet. He hasn't teamed with a top team yet, getting third. His best placing 6. And at an MLG. But yeah, he won Iron Gaming. But to be honest, RTX, it was Shooter, Straight Sick, Arcanum, and Ryan, right? I don't even think that team. I think that team would have been good at Columbus, but I don't think that team would have even won Columbus.
So he wasn't teaming with Kill Relevant?
No. I'm saying their RTX team, Arcanum's RTX team. I don't even think that team would have really placed maybe top 5, man. In reality, I'm saying he deserved a top-notch spot. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, anyways, back to the 343 shit. Okay, we got off topic for a minute. Okay, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. You're smiling. I've never fucking seen you happy before. You're the most angry person I've ever seen. You're usually fucking pissed at the world. You're pissing vinegar. You know what I mean? Fucking always complaining about some shit. Fucking mad at everything. Now we get you on the fucking podcast and you fucking turn it into fucking the most happiest fucking. You got rainbows coming out of your ass and.
I love talking about Halo.
Fucking sunbeams.
Dude, I can sit here until the sun comes up, dude.
What the fuck, man? Okay, so you had issues with Neighbor, right? You had issues with these game testers. Let's get into that.
Oh, because it was, I'd have to pull it up, but I tweeted, because I've been tweeting at them since MCC came out. I started out nice and stuff, but it's if they're not gonna, no, seriously, if they're not gonna respond to me or even do something, and I'm coming at you nice and stuff, then I'm gonna change it up and coming at you, hot. Yes, I'm gonna say whatever I am gonna say to get your attention. I just want your attention. That's all I want, and get this shit straight so we can fix this stuff and have a good competitive game. So other companies can take this shit seriously. Because there was this video by a guy named Niesi. Or Neacey, and he made the best video that anybody could ever make talking about this stuff. And he's just saying one of the most important things that he said in the video is that if this shit really if it keeps on failing like this, it's jeopardizing any other company or organization taking console gaming seriously. Because Halo is representing console gaming, on the Xbox One and consoles in general, because this shit all started with PCs. So Evil Geniuses, CLG, all these other companies coming over, it's kind of risky for them because all these tournaments that we've had, we've seen problems with the game messing up. And then the Xbox One controllers messed up in that Iron Gaming tournament a lot.
Is the Xbox One a piece of shit?
It is. It really is. It's a combination of both. MCC had its problems, and then when it wasn't MCC, it was Xbox One that's messing up. So it's it definitely is a combination of both. It's not just one thing.
I don't even like the interface. It's so slow.
I don't, dude.
Yeah.
They're just adding so much to the screen, and oh man, it's the Kinect will misunderstand what you say, and then when I just completely disconnect my Kinect and I can just double tap the guide button, sometimes I'll double tap it and it takes 3 times for me to double tap the button to bring up that 4 square interface where I can go to my party chat, snap an app or whatever. But it's like just like some little things that Microsoft took out. Like they took out Motto, they took out Bio, just like things that pro teams and other up and coming players took to market themselves. And
You still have mottos and bios.
yeah, but they just added Bio and location, and Motto is still not in there.
Is it?
Yeah, they just brought back location and Bio.
Yeah, because I mean, not only that, because remember on your 360, you'd highlight the player on your friends list, and then it would show their name and then their motto. Like, it doesn't even show that on Xbox One friends list. Like, okay, there's nothing. It just says your name and what game you're playing. Okay, cool.
It just feels like you have to press a couple more buttons, to get what you want.
It takes way too long. Like,
yeah.
Oh man,
is it just pretty much standard practice to have to, in between matches, especially on PGL, and custom games, to when a game's over, everybody has to quit.
Yeah.
And then everybody
safest thing to do. Safest thing.
The only thing that I've noticed, like, I guess I'm getting pretty lucky with my team because we haven't really had any connection issues for a little bit, but it's still mixing up the teams after the game's over, and they came out with a patch that said it already fixed it and stuff. It's like that's the big thing that's pissing me off, is that they're coming out with these patches that it says in the patch notes that this stuff is fixed, and then I go on to Halo and it's still messed up, and I go over to the patch notes and I'm like, okay, it says right here that this is supposed to be fixed, and it's still having the same problem, and we're getting 1 gigabyte. Like there's like 4 gigabytes total with these patches, 4.5 gigabytes so far. And
well, one of them was pretty big.
They're trying to like buy time.
They
really don't know what is going on,
Basically, what ended up happening was that the launch invitational had bugs, and I remember like talking to this 343 guy outside, and he was saying that they're releasing a patch, the next day, or it's already out, and it's 15 gigs, and it fixes everything, literally everything. And the launch invitational tournament, yeah, they had a few glitches like flag juggling. I mean, they still have a little bit of problems with that, but and then what else was there? The portals and Warlock, the portals would disappear or something like that, and not only that, like you port through and you're looking one direction, you start shooting somebody, and your aimer goes completely the other way, right? And they're just little things like that. But then once you had the 15 gig patch, everything crashed. Literally everything with that patch was messed up, and it was just not working. Then they had like 3 little mini patches, and finally some things are working again.
Remember the first patch when you're searching matchmaking and it's like searching players found? Was that just a bunch of bullshit? Because like
it wouldn't connect.
It does that
other.
sometimes. Like still does that a little bit.
It's like players searching, players found, and then fucking like half an hour later.
It finds the player, but it can't connect one player to another player. Like it finds the player, but you can't get connect. Yeah, like and there aren't. To be honest, I don't even think there are any dedicated servers now, because that was the issue. The dedicated server, that was the main problem. And once they did take it out and started working a lot better. So
because they said that it's an automatic thing. If the dedicated servers aren't working, it automatically goes back to peer to peer. They said something along those lines. I mean, the shot registration, I'll admit it's a little bit better than 360, but I'm still getting into these frustrating things,
I haven't lagged. I played a lot off first, and I haven't complained about
a little bit better on the 360 Reach or Halo 3.
No, I'm saying, what are you asking me? You asking me if I'm saying that it's better on 360?
No, you said it's a little bit better than the 360, but it's a big statement between Halo Reach and Halo 3.
Or even Halo 4, like registration-wise.
Oh yeah, or Halo 4.
Like on the teleporting side, I don't notice so many people teleporting as they did, because that was a big thing, especially in Halo 4. Is that people teleported and stuff, and they fixed that with this game. It seems like some people still teleport, but it's just with shot registration.
So are you under the impression that these game testers have any fucking say? Because from what I understand, they don't.
Okay.
They don't
Here's what it is.
They get paid like $12 an hour, and they don't have no fucking say.
Here's what it is. I know a game tester. I'm not gonna say it is. Okay. But I mean, the thing is that Neighbor is also a game tester. Ghostyami, and
Strong Side.
Strong Side, Dursky, and. See, the thing is that there are a few teams that are working on Halo 5, and certain teams have more say than others. And game testers only have, like, a voice in the sense of like to try to change the designer's mindset. A designer like this guy was telling me the designers they're designing the game, so they obviously like think that they know what they're doing. So I mean, all the game testers can say, hey man, this doesn't work, sprint doesn't work, or this doesn't work, and it's like the game tester's like, oh, that's obviously it's gonna work because I know what I'm doing, and it's like the game testers are trying to like prove it to the designers, and it's just like it's funny because the 343 guy that I know, he told me just yesterday that they barely fit D-scope in before the pre-beta. Barely fit it in. They squeezed it. They literally squeezed it. It's crazy. It just boggled my mind. Like, you have a game like Halo 4, and then they were making Halo 5 this whole time with no D-scope,
And then they have those YouTube videos called like the Sprint or something coming out, right? And
I didn't watch that.
So
Yeah.
who is the
Yeah.
Grand Wizard that is making these decisions? Because you said it's not.
It's
what's
not.
his name?
Well, I talked to that guy, and the
Chris
systems
King.
developer is Chris King, but there are few other people and one team maybe one or two teams that are working on it that have the most say. But it's not. It's like this guy has the power to control how this part of the game works. This guy has the power to control this part of the game, and it's like the systems design, I'm guessing, is basically how Sprint operates and like all that stuff. And Ghosty Ami, it's like when you were calling out Neighbor, and like, to be honest, like I was shocked because Neighbor's on our side, man. Neighbor, Ghosty Ami, like strong side, they're Halo purists. They don't want Sprint. Like they've played since Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3. Those were their prime games. Why would they influence something to have Sprint in it? It just doesn't make sense, It just doesn't make sense at all. And it's not their fault. And when people go around on Twitter bashing Neighbor or Ghosty Ami, it's like it just doesn't make sense because they're on your team. You know what I mean? They're fighting for the
There's a
same
lot of
thing
pros
that you're doing.
That are pro-con. I've seen very few pros that are disliking the way Halo 5 is moving with Sprint and all this stuff.
Yeah. People aren't liking that. But it's like
And I don't
So,
really like.
This is a perfect segue to fucking get into the H5 beta, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So, I seen the gameplay, and when I first seen it after the launch invitational, when they did that little like 2 top teams play, I hated it. I was pissed that the sites looked like Call of Duty. I was just like, fuck this, I'm done. I'm never gonna play anything else except for MCC. But when I was watching Neighbor play yesterday, and I watched him specifically because he'd been gaming it for a while. Man, he made it look fun, man, and it looked legit. I liked it. I'm not gonna lie.
Muggsy, have you played it yet?
I haven't played it. I just looked at it. I don't need to play it. I just seen the shit. I mean, you playing it?
that's
you
the
like
problem,
it?
though.
I actually like it, man. I do.
Oh, see, and that's a purist right there. That's a
See
OG.
that
Yeah, I was the same way, man. I was actually talking to my teammate because he was about to play it, right? I guess he got some code earlier or whatever. And I was bashing it. I was seeing it on stream. I was like, man, I'm never touching this game ever again, this and this and that. And then one of our managers actually gave me a code. So I ended up downloading it, and I played it for probably like damn near 15 hours straight, and I was having fun, man. It's like, yeah, they put all the little thruster packs, all the other bullshit in it. Looks like Call of Duty. It's a whole different look in the game. But like, man, those 4 shots, it's hard. Like, it's hard to aim. Like, there's little
the recoil.
auto aim and shit.
There's
Big skill
recoil.
Yeah.
It's so skilled in shooting. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's so satisfying getting that 4 shot with the BR or 5 shot with DMR. I was having a blast. Man. I mean, I was skeptical at first, but I kind of have faith now, and I'm probably gonna play that game regardless. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it was fun, man.
So
Yeah.
you just got jumped, Nick. So fucking, I know you got some shit to say. So what do you think though?
I know the game's fun. I never said that it wasn't fun. I'm just saying that with all that stuff, it adds randomness into it. And I've watched Ninja and Hysteria play the game for a good amount of hours, and I heard that T Squared actually didn't like it at all, and he actually went back to play Master Chief Collection. He barely played the Halo 5 beta, from what all the other pros are saying. And just watching it, like I see that there is a lot less aim assist, auto aim or whatever, and that it's a lot more fast paced and it takes
It's
a little
really
more
fast
skill.
paced.
But when I watch it, I'm watching the midship remake, and I'm watching Ninja go from top of his base all the way to top mid, and
That's
it
a
really
sick jump. That's a really
just
sick jump.
it really just looks completely retarded to me because no, the thing that Halo introduced compared to other games is a skill which is jumping. If you remember in Halo 2 or even Heretic in Halo 3, you could go and you could do that jump from your base, but it took more skill because you would jump on your ledge that was in the left-hand corner of your base, either top blue or top red.
That was really
top
hard
red
to
would be
do.
left and top blue would be right, and then you could jump on the spine that was right above Eli, and then you could jump top mid. So when they take out the skill gap with that, with the clamber or whatever it's called, that really pisses me off because I actually do that jump every time I play midship or Heretic.
They need to involve crouch jumping. Like everything so far in Halo 5 is toggled. You know that ability. I don't know what it is. I think it's stabilizer, where you jump and you zoom in, and your Spartan uses its thruster pack while you're zoomed in, and you can get nice angles for a second. But when you have the stabilizer toggled off, basically you jump, you zoom in, and you tap the sprint button, so then the thruster comes on. And it's like, I mean, it's just I feel like there's another sense of like button combos in that game. It's not just oh, you tap a button and you can fly around the map. No, like, and especially the jump to top mid, you have to use the stabilizer, I think, ability, which is actually a slow process to jump to top mid. You're gonna get lit if you do it in the wrong situation. And I mean, and especially another comment for like midship, they expanded it because sprint, they just needed to expand it for the sprint and clambering and all that stuff. So that
Really different. It's a completely different Halo. But I don't know. I had fun playing it, so we'll see.
And you know what? As much as you complain about it, I bet you you're gonna fucking play the shit out of it.
yeah.
Bet you will. You're gonna
He's never
play
played
it.
it. He's never played it
But
yet.
you're gonna
No, I
play-
didn't get it. I didn't get code. I will play the shit out of it. I will have fun, but on a competitive level, I
Competitive.
always look at video games on a competitive level, no matter what video game I'm playing,
Yeah.
and it doesn't feel competitive to me at all. With
All right.
Spartans calling out when weapons are coming up, it takes the coaching aspect
That's
of it
annoying.
out.
That is
Yeah,
annoying.
that needs
I'm
to
gonna
go.
admit.
That needs to go.
The big
I heard
problem.
that they're gonna make it that you can take it out. I heard that.
Yeah. The big problem is that, well, to me, it's not in Halo 5, but what I'm saying is that the community is just, it's okay. We're emotional Halo kids, whatever you want to call us, and it's like, we see gameplay and we just get, this game sucks. I'm not playing it. I'm playing XBC for the rest of my life. I don't know, and we just get all emotional and we just huddle in a corner and we're just like, I hate this. I hate my life. And
Do you think 343 hates the old school Halo players?
no, I mean,
They hate
yes
the way
and no,
Halo
because
1, Halo
the
2,
way
Halo
they
3.
respond, the way they respond to them in a disrespectful manner is good to give criticism. Okay, it is perfectly good to give criticism, but coming from people that have not played the game, man, I am telling you, it's a huge difference because I hated the whatever smart scope.
Well, yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
I hated the smart scope when I first saw it. That was like, honestly, there were very few things that I did not like about the game. Okay, when I first saw it, but the smart scope thing, honestly, don't even call it a smart scope because when I've been playing it, it feels like regular zoom in to me. Honestly, there's no difference. Like, I don't feel a difference between like the smart scope, whatever they call it, and Halo 3 zoom in or Halo Reach or anything. I really don't. Honestly, I don't feel that difference. There are a few like bugs in the game in the sense when you YY, you can't zoom in right away. The heavier the weapon is, you can't zoom in right away. Like the pistol, if you YY, you can zoom in instantly. The sniper, okay, for people that YY a lot, if they claw, like the biggest advantage for claw when you're sniping is that you can quickscope. You shoot, YY, turn, quickscope again, but you can't do that in that game.
Mysterio was saying, yeah, the quick scope is fucking GG.
But they're looking into it. 343 guy that I talked to, they're just, the reason why they released the pre-beta and they're also releasing a beta for 3 weeks is so everybody gives feedback towards the game and they change it. Okay? Like, that is the biggest thing about it. And I am honestly so happy with 3 for 3 with this game. Like, I just want crouch jumping and like clambering in the game, because doing both is gonna be even bigger of a skill gap versus just clambering. You know, like if you can crouch up and clamber, you can get in places that, man, oh god, that's gonna be interesting right there.
Well, we're gonna need to wrap it up, guys. My man Sano right here, he's a hard grinder, man. I know, I can see it in his eyes.
No,
We want to go play on.
these games, bro. I gotta find a team for tomorrow. Like,
Yeah,
appreciate you bringing me out here on this show, though. It was cool, man. It was a good thing.
yeah, and I appreciate all you guys, man. You know, I mean, we'll do it again. You know, we'll do it again sooner than later. Maybe if not next week, the week after. So
You
it
should
was
definitely
good.
keep doing it. I think it's positive, real positive.
So and it's good, you know, to have, you know, the voice of other people out there besides the people that are already, you know, doing things besides Beyond Entertainment and, you know, the few other Gandhi and or what have you. So yeah, we'll definitely keep doing it. So for everybody that was watching, I don't know how many people stream or watch the stream, but they'll definitely catch it on YouTube. We'll see you guys next week. All right, guys, I'm out.
All right, thank you.
All right, later.
See you guys.